Welcome back to It's a Vase Productions, where today we're doing the first episode of Read Between the Lines. Read Between the Lines is where we're going to look at clickbait articles and other nonsensical type spin pieces that people in pop culture and big media and stuff like that put out to try and basically spin perception. And the first one we're going to be looking at is 10-hour lines are not a sign of success.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Come on, Disney. That's bullcrap. So in defense of Galaxy's Edge and their short wait times, recently one of the chairman of Parks, Experience and Products, Bob Chapek, said about the win of Disney's wait times. He said, one of the wins that we had with the opening of the original Galaxy's Edge is that we didn't have the waits. The deep secret is that we don't intend to have wait lines. If you build in enough capacity, the rides don't go down and it operates at 99% efficiency, and you shouldn't have 10-hour lines. So, 10-hour lines are not a sign of success. It should be seen as a sign of, frankly, failure. Now, on the surface, I get what he's saying. Yeah, you want to try and operate things so that you don't have lines. Ideally, yeah, you can go to this ride and go to that ride. We have virtual queues. We have this, that, and the other thing to make it so you don't actually spend a lot of time waiting in lines. That being said, we're talking about a brand new attraction, a brand new area of a park, just like the thing that he's taking a shot at, by the way, is the Hagrid's 10-hour wait line, and he's trying to say, like, that's not a sign of success, or not having wait lines is a sign of success. And the way that he phrases it, yes, he's absolutely right. You should try and minimize wait times to try and get as many people through as possible, operate with 99% efficiency. The problem is, your park is not operating at 99% efficiency. That would be a good point to make if your park was at 100% capacity all the time, not if you're currently losing attendance. Attendance was down overall 3%. So yeah, of course you're gonna have shorter lines. People aren't showing up. They're going to Hagrid's ride. They're going to it's not a 10-hour lines are not a sign of success. It should be seen as a sign of failure. No, not entirely. If people are willing to wait 10 hours just to go to a 7-minute long ride, that's the sign of success. People are so passionate about your product that they'll do anything, spend any kind of money, spend time just to get a 7-minute ride. So this is a wonderful spin job, and they're like, hey, look, some people have those long wait times. We're managing to not have wait times at all, which again would be impressive if it wasn't for the fact that you're currently losing customers. And that being said, you still have long wait times for things like the Avatar ride, which has been out for 2.5, 3 years. So there are still people going to your parks. They are willing to wait in line for things. Star Wars just isn't one of those things. And when you look at Star Wars Land, you can kind of figure out why. I went down to the comments of this article. Someone said, honestly, I have to laugh at this. I was here in Florida when Frozen opened at Epcot and the lines were 8 hours long. Apparently Disney has selective amnesia. Flight of Passage, which is the Avatar ride, still has 3+ hours and it's only 2 years old. The sole determining factor for line length is how long people are willing to wait to go on a roughly 7-minute ride. Apparently people are willing to wait for Hagrid. And he goes on to say that this person was unimpressed with the overall park, just saying it seems dirty, even though it's kind of meant to be that way, like Star Wars old, used, and desert, whatever. But he said, despite there's no rides. There's the one ride with another one opening soon, so it's just a place where you can buy overpriced stuff and maybe go on one ride. So there's no shade, there's no areas for kids to hang out, and there's no Luke, Leia, droids, none of the things that you associate when you hear Star Wars, like a Death Star or Darth Vader. Nope. So it's like, yeah, your short lines are impressive, and I know that you were doing a lot to like manage your lines and have virtual queues, and these are all things that you should be doing to, on the surface, yes, you want to have shorter wait lines, but not because you're losing customers, but because you've implemented actually good strategies. And the thing that proves all of this to be bullcrap is that if this was all just part of Disney's plan, then how come a Disneyland employee recently spoke out to the press about Disney cutting workers' hours because they expected Galaxy's Edge to be busier? So that just goes to show you the wait times aren't super short because of what they plan for. They plan for them to be longer because no matter how much you manage these things, the expectation is that everyone's going to want to go do it. It's the new Star Wars. Everyone's going to want to go do it. Except that's not what you have because you've spent the last year and a half in a civil war with your own fans. So don't be surprised if people just don't start shelling out way too much money for a product that's not even that great or one that they didn't want. Yeah. So as far as the 10-hour wait lines not being a sign of success, Disney, you got to read between the lines, my friend, because that is just some good old-fashioned spin. Your lines are shorter because not as many people are going. Remember to like and subscribe for more content. If you have other articles or news items or pop culture stuff that you want me to take a look at and read between the lines on, I would be happy to do that. Send it to me in the comments below or on Twitter at _Vase.